Good Wednesday morning, everyone, and happy Halloween. I'm Allison Ross.
I'm Kyle Averman here with meteorologist Matt Jordan. Hey, if you're just waking up, getting ready, thinking about later on tonight, you know what's coming, especially all the kids. They're like, let's get done with school today. Let's go trick-or-treating. What do we got for our forecast tonight? Hopefully good news.
Well, it's not the best it could be, but it's not that bad. It's a little scary at some points, especially if you're in Roseburg or Coos County, for example. There are some showers out there, but for the most part, it's shaping up to be, well, an October day. Let's just check it out. I got a little bit of a forecast for you guys out there. So let's, I know you're going to see this a few times. Happy Halloween, everyone. If you haven't heard, it is October 31st, and being late October and close to early November, we do have a chance for showers. Now for today, let's just break it down, kind of prime trick-or-treating time while the sun's still out, and there won't be a whole lot of sunshine. Mostly cloudy skies looking like for today. 58 degrees. We do warm up to around 60 degrees. I'd say about 61 to be honest. Probably around 4 p.m. or so. We start cooling down a little bit later, and then 59 degrees. So it does cool down fairly quickly as we get later into the evening. So be aware of that. So we're talking what to wear essentially is, we have that chance for scattered showers mainly this afternoon. We're talking about 3 to 7 p.m. Then the showers start to die off just a bit as we get later into the day. For the Klamath Basin, Klamath Falls specifically, a potential for some isolated showers, but you're a little too far to the east to really see showers persist like what we're seeing in areas like Roseburg, like North Bend, out on the coast. Speaking of, as we check that out, you can see showers fairly likely really throughout in the next 24 hours or so, but late tonight they do start to taper off and we dry out for Thursday. Back to you.
Matt, thanks so much. Our top story this morning, the midterm elections now just 6 days away, and early numbers are showing that more people are voting in this election in Oregon compared to previous midterm elections.
The Secretary of State's office says that as of Monday, 21.5% of registered voters in the state of Oregon turned in their ballots. That's an increase from between 13 to 17% over the last 3 elections. And as a reminder for you, you have until 8 o'clock next Tuesday to drop off your ballot at an official drop-off box. Meanwhile, local election offices are getting ready ahead of November 6th. Tuesday, the Jackson County Elections Office held a public certification test for the vote tally system. The test ensures everything is working as it should be. No problems were reported.
Well, the race for governor just got a little bit smaller. Independent candidate Patrick Starnes has dropped out of the race. The move could have an impact on the increasingly close race between Republican State Representative Newt Bueller and Democrat Governor Kate Brown. Starnes endorsed Governor Brown and told Portland TV station K2 that he and Governor Brown have, quote, some important issues that we agree on, end quote. So what do you do now if you need to change your vote? Let's say you voted for Starnes and already turned in your ballot. Well, all you need to do is contact your local elections office and request a new one.
The Eagle Point School District is asking the Secretary of State's office to investigate mailers sent out to voters. It says an anonymous group is spreading false information about a school bond. The school district says its schools are in desperate need of upgrades, from additional security features to upgraded learning facilities. Alan Barber, who works for the Eagle Point School District, says the flyer is full of inaccuracies, like how the Eagle Point residents' property taxes will increase by $400. The school board says the flyer doesn't have a return address and is from an anonymous group called Citizens for Better Management, No Higher Taxation. The group doesn't exist in campaign finance filings, something that's required by law.
We don't need an anonymous group confusing people on purpose. We want to make sure that the right information is out there.
Barbara says they also plan to send out their own flyer showing the inaccuracies of the previous one. 5:34 now to Capitol Hill. President Trump says he's considering an executive order to end birthright citizenship.
Yeah, that grants U.S. citizenship to anyone born in the U.S., even if their parents are here illegally.
Now, how ridiculous. We're the only country in the world where a person comes in, has a baby, and the baby is essentially a citizen of the United States for 85 years with all of those benefits. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it has to end.
The 14th Amendment states all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to jurisdiction, therefore, are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Some in Trump's own party saying trying to change the Constitution is a bad idea.
Well, you obviously cannot do that. You cannot end birthright citizenship with an executive order.
If the president does sign an executive order, it is likely to be immediately challenged somewhere in court.
Meantime, President Trump is back in Washington after meeting the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh last night. The president, along with First Lady, placed stones and roses at a makeshift memorial in honor of those killed. There were a handful of protesters outside of the synagogue, many saying they were just upset with the president's visit, after a local lawmaker asked Trump to postpone his visit until after the funerals were over. Turning to news around the region, glass is shattered, but hope is not lost at a church in Albany after someone caused hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage. On Saturday, someone smashed windows to get into the main lobby. They ripped into a water fountain right off the wall, smashed several TVs, and ripped up a Bible. The executive director says he's shocked it happened on the very same day as the shooting in the synagogue in Pittsburgh. The custodian who discovered the damage says the children's area was hit the hardest.
We take all the precautions that we can to keep our kids safe. It just really hurts that somebody would do this to our kids' building, and the kids have to suffer the most.
The two suspects with baseball bats were caught on surveillance video, and the church has handed over that video to police.
5:36 right now. A heads up from the Coos County Sheriff's Office. The agency will be updating their software to their computers next week, which could affect concealed handgun licenses and applications. The Sheriff's Office says anyone with a concealed handgun license set to expire this week should contact them, or should expire next week, should contact them this week. They will also not be able to take any fingerprint appointments next week. Anyone with questions should contact the Sheriff's Office directly. All right, well, today is the day. Halloween means that kids will be out running the streets, trick-or-treating, looking for that delicious candy,
yes,
right?
So exciting. And this morning, police want to make sure parents talk with their kids about being safe. So Halloween is ranked one of the deadliest holidays for pedestrians. According to stats from the U.S. Department of Transportation, pedestrian deaths are the highest they've been in 26 years.
It's a really good idea to be seen, be visible, wear brightly colored costumes, carry light sticks and flashlights.
JCSO says the most important thing parents can do is keep a close eye on your kids, and if they are old enough to go out alone, have them go in groups. Well, all week we have been asking you to send us your Halloween pictures, and we'll show them throughout the show this morning.
Yeah, so this is the Ames family from Grants Pass. That's 8-month-old Jonathan. He's a bat right there, and his 3-year-old brother Bob and mom there dressed as the Incredibles.
Love it.
Looking
How cute
pretty
are they?
incredible. So yeah, we have more to show you this morning. Plus, we still want to see yours. Just go to our Facebook page, our Instagram, our Twitter. Send them our way. We'd love to see you guys dressed up. All right, let's get another check of our forecast right now with meteorologist Matt Jordan. They're looking pretty good there, Matt, huh?
Yeah, they're looking great. I love Bat Baby. That was adorable out there as we look at Medford specifically. But just to give you an idea of throughout the area how much we're warming up, we're not warming up that much. So kind of like what they were wearing, you got to want to wear a lot of stuff as you're going out today because it's going to be a little on the cool side. Nothing too unusual for this time of year. But another thing we're seeing is the potential for showers. And that starts up a little bit later this morning for the Rogue Valley, and then that continues to right around trick-or-treating time. So the later you go out, well, it does get dark around 7 o'clock. The later you go out, the less your chance of seeing showers out there. So let's look at your temperatures. This is the trend, at least until about 1 p.m. We do warm up into the 60s, so we warm up fairly quickly after about 1 p.m. It's just not showing on the board here. We can only get so many numbers over the course of the next few hours. Temperatures right now, as you can see, 46 for Medford, 43 for Cave Junction. So not the coolest it has been, but we tend to cool down a little bit more until right around sunrise. That's about 7:30 or so later this morning. 30s east of the Cascades. We were in the teens yesterday, so it's warmer overall. And your visibility, look at that, perfect 10s. Already seeing a little bit of fog possible for the coast, but for the most part, I think we're going to avoid the fog because there's more clouds. Back to you.
Ken Scales Automotive wants you to weigh in on the Sunrise question of the day.
Sticking with our Halloween theme, here's our question. What were the original jack-o'-lanterns made from?
A lot of people already guessing on Facebook this morning. If you got a good guess, head over to our Facebook page at KOBI-TV NBC5 to answer that question. We might feature your guess on our show later this morning. And coming up in about 20 minutes, we'll be on Facebook Live. Love to hear what you're going to be for Halloween. Come on, say hi.
5:40 is the time right now. NBC5 News at Sunrise is just getting started. Coming up in NBC5 News exclusive, a local Native American tribe says the governor isn't playing fair when it comes to opportunities. Hear what both sides are saying.
And later, it's not just people dressing up for Halloween, so are businesses. We'll explain in this morning's Double Take.
And if you're hitting the road, here's a look at this morning's lowest gas, according to GasBuddy.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.